Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Will run over. That's I think that's good. That's 100%. You throw the gauntlet. It's a good matchup into the Victor, and this comp, you're winning early or you're not winning at all. Like there is no plan B.
But yeah, good on Hanwha for looking for at least a play, as now Kyle went for the lick, and now the flash grab comes in from Vista, but it's a Tahm Kench. They're looking to turn it. There's the Ren, though. First blood comes in. Croco right here to turn it, though, as in comes on Fleet. They finally take down Tony, but it's not enough, as he's bailed out at exactly the right time, and the Kalista picks up 3 kills to start off the bottom lane. Cool. Dove is just hanging out. As here we go again. Kyle in a really rough spot, but again, here comes Croco, and this time they are going to get on top of Tunney, and there is no escape for him, so the shutdown goes to Prince, of all people, a timing working out. But instead, we're fighting, and they're going to knock out the Aatrox. So there you go, Croco single-handedly is potentially going to win this fight, as On Fleek is in a world of hurt. He's burning down. Croco is going to take the kill, and now Prince is in position for a 4-man Infernal. And you know, it's not a huge amount of damage, but it's enough to get the win here for Liiv SANDBOX, as 2 more will be taken down, and the Rift Herald is given to Liiv SANDBOX.
Them first hitting the ultimate on Dudu, and then secondly going in that hard on Fleek, who I think was not really expecting it to be hard focused because he's Trundle, right? Like no play gold, but he'll definitely get this turret, which I think you're going to feel very, very good about.
Yeah.
And you move into the river, you're able to get a sizable vision lead and then turn it into a Drake. And early Drake, if you were behind, would be exceptional, but you're ahead with this comp. So
yeah,
can happen, but
I like that.
All of this has a lot of trademarks of a classic Liiv SANDBOX win. Prince is fed, Croco is fed, Dove is only 30 he's playing a tank.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
he hasn't died yet.
It's all you need.
Okay, he's here. He's ready. And guess what? Croco, let's get it going. Nope. Denied by Vista as the smite comes in, and now that's an Akali in your backline. How are you going to deal with that closer alone? Really nice Everfrost, though. Kars has to ult away as EDG flies by, and you can see that the rest of Hanwha Esports are on the run. The slows are enough with the Gravitum and the Tongue, and the laser picks up the kill. Forward thinkers and ahead of their time.
All they needed was and I can't believe I'm saying this, but all they needed was Dove on top.
Hell yeah. As Dove is on the run, but he's very tanky on the Sejuani, and so is Croco. And a closer's going to be very caught out here as the Devourer comes in. He flashes into the open arms of Kyle, who's like, come in here. I got you. I'll keep you safe. And he did. The Akali's very sad playing into this comp right now.
So hear me out. All Liiv SANDBOX needed was someone who's like, didn't want to pick R5 Aatrox. That was like, I'll take the hit team. You play aggressive. I'll sit. I'll be there in fights. I'll pick the tank. Take into closest gravity. If it didn't work. That would have been so cute.
Everybody's pretty much on vision. We do have Dudu in mid lane. He has to rotate over, and Hanwha, I mean, can't really commit to this push. Not much is happening, as that is a nice amount of poke damage that does come in. The Infernum ultimate will get a bunch of poke, as now Vista's like, wait, I take it back. I didn't want to go back in there. It's a really nice hostile takeover, but I mean, there's just 0 follow-up at this point. Nobody else can come in. Dudu and Kars are totally zoned because on the left side you have Aphelios, Tahm Kench, and Poppy. So you cannot dash into that. So get a nice couple of picks, including the jungler, and Liiv SANDBOX pick up a free objective.
The hard part for me is that I have been a big fan of SANDBOX. They've been I have had a weak spot for them for ever since I joined the LCK. Ever since I saw Croco debut, it's lovely to see. And I joke about Dove a lot, but it actually, I think it actually does really benefit them to just have someone that's willing to take the hit. Say, I'll pick the tanks.
Yeah. On Flake is trying desperately to do something. He did use his Subjugate ability, and somehow Liiv SANDBOX are able to feed the kill to Prince. So it's a big win for them. at the end of it all. Of course, they are denying vision around the Baron. That is why Liiv SANDBOX are this far up in the enemy jungle. And now that they have their pick on the enemy jungle, they can just take the Baron.
I need to be honest, fellas. I'm scared.
Do it.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
I'm scared to open up my heart again.
You think Liiv SANDBOX are going to somehow not make it to playoffs? Could happen, as they are just so tanky. Even the Victor's tanky. How is that even possible? Like, nobody on the... Tunney's 3 levels down on Closer, and even he can't do any damage to the Victor. Because, of course, he is 3 levels down.
What do you do? Cars, like, look at his back to my trust issues.
Yeah.
I have believed
Tell us about it.
so many times that this team would make it, and then they somehow find a way not to. And I don't know if I'm ready to trust them. And is this actually going to be the time? Is
Listen,
it actually
Chronicler,
happening?
we all deserve second chances in life.
I gave them
including
second
Liiv
chances.
SANDBOX.
And
yes, but
chances
sometimes
as well.
people need a lot of chances. That's just the way it is.
I wanna
maybe they really
open up my
changed
heart
this
again.
time.
Maybe they did.
really are different this time. I'd say they haven't fought in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's worrying.
Weird.
It feels off. Sure, we'll get that soon. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, they have some good range with the Aphelios and the Victor, and of course, many different ways to peel. So I would imagine when you're this far ahead, you can kind of just run at the enemy team, even if there are turrets, and just say, yeah, come at us, bros. Even though it is Hanwha life. But that's essentially what they're doing. They just push in, take an inhibitor, their little bot, do this, and it'll be up to Hanwha Life Esports to find an opportunity to take a fight, either here or on the next.
There we go, double TP.
Yeah, double TP come in. And let's see how it does go. Steadfast Presence is down. They get onto Prince here. The Devour is right there. And the wallets are quite heavy. Very nice charge of the wall there by Croco as Karis. You know, the mechanics were there, but unfortunately the items were not. And he just did not have enough output at this point in time, as even Chunny's being shot from miles away, from screens away. As now the teleport will come back in here from Closer as Liiv SANDBOX move in to end this game.
And there were some early highlight moments for Hanwha Life, but as we've said countless times, this was a draft that needed an early win. They got the one early win, but just one's not enough.
Not again, Trundle.
Yeah, he needs to consistently string them together for this comp to work out. Yeah, and overall, Liiv SANDBOX taking an extremely dominant game here, bolstered by the draft and some big mistakes from Hanwha Life Esports.
Yep, that's going to do it. GG for game number 1, Liiv SANDBOX. They get the job done.